Alright, so we're here now. Here we are. It's time for another Mad Banter with Pog and Android.
Hi, I'm Android.
And I'm... Oh, God. Already it's started. And I'm Pog. and we're joined here tonight by Meekoke.
Hello.
Also known as Thyroid Hate Bad.
You say thyroid.
Thyroid. Also known as Thyroid. Also known as Tyrone Hate Bad.
Also known as
AKA.
Hemorrhoids.
And Android's significant other. That's what I'm going to call her. Because does that fine with you guys? Yeah. I mean, yeah, his significant other, his better half. His better looking half, anyways. Boom. Shots fired.
Dang, true.
Casturbation.
What up?
She said, "What up?
Casturbator.
I'm here."
That's what you'll call her, Casturbator. So she was just telling us an interesting story. It's like she got a specific word from The Simpsons that sounds like castration, but isn't castration. And frankly, I don't know. Tell us the story, Caster Bader.
Alright, well, there was a kid in my English class when I was in like 10th grade that I was threatening and got the two words mixed up, and instead of like saying I'm gonna like hang you out the window, I was like, I'm gonna castrate you right out this window very loudly. No one said anything. But like
I'm gonna castrate you right out this window.
and so yeah. He didn't really bother me much after that, so
The shard of glass.
yeah.
So for the record, castrator,
Yeah.
what are we calling you these days?
Castrator.
What's your name again?
Casturbator
Yeah.
over here. Don't mess with Casturbator, because she will castrate you right out a window.
She will
Right out.
castrate her.
Yeah, she will castrator you right out the window.
I
Like,
tried to look it up on Google, and it just brought up about something like holding a male's balls and cutting them off. It's called emasculate, but I don't know if that's the same thing.
no.
That's not what you... Yeah,
No,
that's not what we're looking
that's
for.
not emasculation. Emasculation is what they're doing to the new He-Man series.
Emasculation is what they're doing to the United States youth.
Yeah. Boom. Shots fired. Already we're shadow banned again. Yeah.
Fuck the Chinese government.
We're banned again. Speaking of which, I know I was personally excited about the new He-Man show coming out on Netflix. I saw that preview and thought, yes. I mean, I was particularly excited about this one. I was just like, yes! And then to find out that it's just going to be complete garbage. If you're listening to this and you're excited about that, know that that preview is really just one episode. And it's not even the full episode. And then the rest of it is going to be...
Degenerate filth.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of a word. I don't know. Yeah. No, I don't know.
I do.
So yeah, I'm really disappointed about that. Like, I kind of want there to be. I had heard rumors once upon a time that Masters of the Universe, He-Man and Masters of the Universe, Thundercats, Silverhawks, and I may be delving way too deep now for some of our listeners. They might be like, "Oh yeah, He-Man."
And they're like, what the
Thundercats.
What the fuck is a Silverhawk?
Yeah, and then I'm like, Silverhawks, and they're like, eh, what? What is that? But Silverhawks and Tiger Sharks were all apart in the same continuity. They were all in the same universe. And if you don't know what Silverhawks is and Tiger Sharks are, go check them out, man. Especially Silverhawks, because that opening theme song is just banging. I might do like a little splicey on this and just.
Silver, silver hearts.
what I'm saying? Like, hopefully I don't get like,
Silver
yeah, hopefully I don't get like banned from it or something. Be like proprietary or something. Here is a cease and desist
Hey,
from.
Erica Badui.
but I think we're gonna try. I think we're gonna try and put a little splicey in there. At least like the guitar riff or something.
Yeah.
With the cowboy dude up in there playing
Yeah.
the guitar. He's like,
He's got a like hat made of solid silver.
yeah, yeah. Like he's wearing a metal hat, cowboy hat on his head. So like, that's Kung Lao before there was Kung Lao. Only country.
Controw? I tried. It didn't quite work. It didn't. I just said cunt like 3 times in a row.
Yeah, at least you were on the sly doing it until you point
I
out
tried.
the fact that you're like, you know
I
what?
tried.
I just said female genitalia 3 times in a row.
It just didn't work.
It didn't work. Did not work. So that's, but yeah.
I swear this never happens.
So that's so dumb. I had a thought and now it's gone because like I'm trying to picture like what like what that dude would look like in a Mortal Kombat game now, like the Silverhawks cowboy guy. I can't even remember his name now. And if any of you are older and listening to this, tell me in the comments. Be like, look, you ignorant fool.
It's Elmer.
It's Elmer.
It's Elmer.
And it's Elmer Lau. Elmer Lau.
Controw.
We're just gonna do it again, aren't we? Like, now you're doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
Now you're doing it on purpose.
I don't know. One of the best words in English language.
What was that?
Yeah, like I
What
can't
was
even.
that?
Yeah, what did you say?
They couldn't hear you, but I also couldn't hear you. And I'm right beside you.
Like if we can't hear you, what makes you think they're gonna hear you?
Fair enough. I was just saying best word in the English language.
What contrao?
Yes.
We just invented that word.
The first 4 letters, yes.
What? I'm sorry.
K-U...
C-O-N-T?
Contra? What? Contra?
You're getting me talking about Iran.
Rwanda. Oliver North. My men needed a boat. I got them a boat. I went on there and kicked all them Navy bitches right off the boat. Said, this is ours now. In the name of the United States military. We're the United States military. Shut your mouth. Give me this boat. Oh my gosh. I feel like that went somewhere. I feel like I don't even feel like we could even discuss that now because we'll have to talk about Rwanda.
There's too much groundwork there.
It's really political and it's actually kind of a sad story, and because that's not what we're about. It's not what we're gonna do. We're not gonna talk about Rwanda today.
Not sad boy time.
Coney 2012. Coney 2012. Oh man. So yeah.
That's about that.
Yeah, so Silverhawks and Thundercats and He-Man and Tiger Sharks. Really, the Tiger Sharks, really underrated show. Really underrated show. I know I'm probably the only one in the room right now who ever watched it or has even heard of it.
Tiger Sharks, yeah, personally.
It was like Thundercats and Silverhawks. You know?
I see.
It's kind of like a part of a trilogy, which is weird. Because if you think about it, Thundercats is on land, Silverhawks is in the air, Tiger Sharks is in the sea.
Oh.
See what I'm saying?
I was going to ask, maybe I'm confusing this, but, like, is that the one with, like, the bug dudes?
No, but I know what you're talking about. With the bug guys?
Yeah.
What were those guys? Insectars.
Yeah.
Yeah, Insectars. Yeah.
Because I just remember, like, playing with the toys growing up.
Yeah, because we had them.
Yeah, because
We had all those weird little toys like that like people pay good money to collect now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I could kick myself because I used to have the one Insectar Big Bug where because they were like puppets or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I had that really big one that like had the big old wingspan and you could turn on the motor and his wings would flap and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I can kick myself now because it's hard to find that toy with the wings intact, for collectors. And the reason for it is because those wings were really shimmery and shiny, and for like a little kid, you're gonna eat them.
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna eat those wings, and that's what I did. I chewed on them things. I pulled them things out and just chewed on them. Like, this is the coolest thing ever. It's like I'm eating a unicorn or something. You know what I mean? Like,
dang.
yeah, it was weird, dude. But like, yeah, it was a cool toy back in the day. Like after I destroyed the wings and stuff, I would take that thing, and then like that movie Tremors came out.
Mm-hmm.
So I got my G.I. Joes and played my own version of Tremors using
Play
that
Tremors
toy.
using
Yeah,
it
because
without the wings.
yeah, well, because it can't fly now, so
Right,
it looks
right.
just like a little worm type thing. So I just, pull my hand out of the, grab the dude. No, freaking Snake
And now
Eyes
he's
is dead.
dead.
Yeah, Snake
Now he's gone.
yeah, Snake Eyes is dead. Which might be blasphemous to G.I. Joe fans. Yeah.
We lost Snake Eyes.
It's not, you can't kill Snake Eyes. G.I. Joe fans out there right now are like, you killed Snake Eyes?
What's your problem?
Yeah. Everybody who had G.I. Joes and played with them as little kids, Snake Eyes was always the one to live. And it's like,
Doesn't die.
yeah, well, that's how you show the gravitas of the situation. You kill Snake Eyes. It's like Samuel L. Jackson in Deep Blue Sea. They ate me. A freaking shark ate me, You want to show how bad the situation is? You have a shark eat Samuel L. Jackson right off the bat.
You have a shark eat Snake Eyes.
Yeah, or a giant bug. Freaking tremor. A graboid. That's what they're called, graboids.
Nah, they're tremors.
I mean, yeah, but Egg Chen from freaking Big Trouble in Little
Big Trouble in
China
Little China.
named him Graboid. I don't even know his
Yeah,
name.
so it's like that's their names.
Yeah, like I don't know his name in that movie, that actor, what his character's name is. I always called him Egg Chen. Or when I was much littler,
From Big Trouble in Little China.
When I was much littler, I just called him the guy from Big Trouble in Little China. Oh, it's the guy from Big Trouble in Little China. And that's what we called him. Hey, Big Trouble in Little China just died. That's how we identified him. I can't.
Because you didn't know his name.
Well, I mean,
You're a little kid.
thinking about it now, I still don't know his character's name at all. I just know his name from Big Trouble in Little China now, so I
Right.
call him Egg Chen.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Egg
Good,
Chen.
dude.
Might do a little spicy of him getting killed.
Turn it off! Pull it back! Pull it back! I got it. Bitch. Son of a bitch!
That one scene. Maybe just like a picture of his face, like when the graboids get a hold of him because his nose is all busted and he looks like crap. Just there. That's that guy right there. You know who he is. You've seen him in something. You just don't realize it.
It was Big Trouble in Little China.
Big Trouble in Little China. Or Three Ninjas.
Or Three Ninjas. I forgot about Three Ninjas.
Three Ninjas is a good movie, man.
It is a good movie.
It's like ridiculously 90s, but it's good.
so 90s. It's so 90s, but it's good. It's good.
It's like that one scene is like Home Alone meets Karate Kid.
Yeah.
What's the matter? Tyrone's got a problem here. Me Coke has a problem here.
My sister's watching Roblox. I'm a little bit disappointed.
She's watching Roblox.
Hey, just be thankful that she's watching gameplay.
Oh,
But it's Roblox.
Yeah, but
Is that
You
really,
gotta
is
start-
that really gameplay?
you got to start somewhere.
I don't think that's gameplay.
I guess, yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't want my kid watching Roblox gameplay.
Well, I mean, but what
so
else?
Walk around saying "oof" all the time, and that's just a problem already.
Does
The
she say?
Legend of Zelda, anything, you know, Super Mario Brothers, literally anything.
Well, I mean, I don't
The
know
only
if
thing
they
that
offer that on there.
The
Minecraft.
only thing that I approve
Like,
of that
I
she
don't
watches
care.
is
I just
Naruto.
don't want
She
Roblox.
watches Naruto, and that's fine.
She watches My Hero Academia too.
Yeah, that's fine, but Roblox.
You can like literally. Oh yeah, you may be hearing my bird on the audio right now. I live in a
That's
small.
it.
Yeah, I live in a small space and I do with what I can, you know. So, like, share, and subscribe this video. Join my Patreon. and
Join my Patreon.
make me a lot of money so I can live in a mansion.
sa barakaray, whatever.
Me Coke's OnlyFans.
Nice.
Yeah. That's none of that is true, well, except for the like, share, and subscribe. Go ahead and do that, and the and the OnlyFans. Man, you watch those TikToks where the girls do those practical jokes where they tell their significant other that they started an OnlyFans to see their reaction, you know? Like, I'm really surprised that there hasn't been like a news story of an abundance of women being physically harmed here lately. Like, I'm not talking crap.
No, I know.
Like,
I
don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not.
It's just funny.
Yeah, like, I'm not trying to be like, because guys aren't understanding and everything, but I mean, like, let's keep it real here, folks, for a minute, all right? For the male listeners out there in this digital world that we're connecting to, the Matrix, for all you Neos, let me ask you something. Does that actually sound like something that... I guess what I'm asking is a question. Is that like something that you can just get told out of the blue? You know, your significant other just says, "Oh, I started an OnlyFans," and we're actually expected to just be like, "Oh, well, good for you." I'm happy about that.
Well, yes. That's obviously what you're supposed to do.
You know?
Clearly. I mean, God forbid that anybody discuss any decision that they decide that they're going to make.
That
you know
affects
what I
your
mean?
significant other, no less. You know?
Exactly. It's like, yeah. No,
For the record, I'm
gonna
not-
go down that rabbit hole.
For the record, I'm not promoting the idea that you should bounce their head off of a wall either.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, me either. I know you're not. I'm just saying, like,
Well, let's ask Castorbator here. She's a woman. Let's get a female opinion on this because we're guys, you know.
I agree with you guys. I think it should be like a shared, like.
Jack, put down the
a
gun
shared
over her
decision.
Yeah.
Android, no real names, please.
head. Oh, my bad.
I don't care.
But yeah, I mean at that point it's two people instead of being like in your face, haha, I'm making money.
Exactly. It's like
It's kind of like that.
exactly. It's like why feel the need to like throw this in your significant other's face? You know what I mean? That's why like 58% of marriages end in divorce in the United States because nobody
Because of OnlyFans?
No. not a direct. That's correlation, not causation. I was talking about the lack of communication.
Oh yeah.
What if, though? What if it's only feet pics? Because that's a big percentage of OnlyFans.
It should still be discussed beforehand. That still doesn't necessarily
It's
defeat
still-
my.
I
original
feel like
point.
yeah, you should probably discuss that, but like, I see where he's going with that. Where Tyrone Mikoke is going with that. Like, he's saying like, would you care if all they were doing was just feet pics? And feet
listen,
gross me out personally.
Listen, it's only feet pics, but she's making 50 racks a month.
Well, right. It's nothing about that. Like I don't. Whatever, you know.
Well,
Like
that's
you
a
can
lot
get
of
into the
it, though, is the
semantics of
money.
it. It's just
Yeah.
that, you know, if you are going to be making a big decision of that sort, you should discuss it with your partner beforehand rather than just coming in and being like, I decided to do this.
But what if one day she just walks in and you got the new PlayStation 5 and you're like, how did you get the money to get that? And she's
well, all right, man.
I
how
painted
about-
my toenails today and took some pictures.
Sold my socks online.
Well, still,
Oh my
like that's
God.
not. That still defeats
Soaked
the
my
point.
socks
you know?
online.
Ugh.
Gross.
People will like wear down
Girls
their
do
shoes.
worse.
I took
and
a
stuff
video
and
of me
saw
showering with
them,
my socks on.
like sweat and stuff, so dudes can just like sniff them.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yo, dude. Okay, so can guys get in on this? I
Yes.
mean, is this a guy thing?
There's guys that
Well,
do
yeah,
feet
you can
pic
do it-
things too.
Like,
Yeah,
there
like
are
in-
people out there who would like. Okay, because I mean, like.
Well, okay, like
What is
girls
he doing?
probably
Why is he
won't.
looking down at his feet?
Yeah, he's like
You're about to
holding
make a
out his
decision to
toes,
start it.
holding
Like-
out his. Get those
Well,
away from me.
I just want to
Get those
exactly
away
like
from
I
me.
know y'all can't see this right now, but I pretty much have hobbit feet, right? I'm not even gonna front right now. I should
them
shave.
boys and get into
I
the,
should shave my toes. Well, that was gonna be my question.
shave them
Like-
boys and get
Paint
into
them.
the and
There's
get into
probably
the
some
quote unquote
women
community.
and men, surprisingly, that would be out there. That would.
I
pay
don't
for
know
that.
about women actually.
Or, I don't know.
Well,
there's
I mean,
crazy-
what?
There's some-
Okay, here's my
there's
question.
crazy of
Maybe.
both.
What if I
Yeah.
didn't shave my feet? Would they still be
There's
good?
probably
'Cause-
still a
I'm sure.
percentage, a small percentage
Well,
of
okay.
people that
Let me
still-
ask you. Let me
people are
ask you this
crazy.
way:
No offense to the people.
Are
that
there
don't
people that like shaved, and are there people that like unshaved?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's.
So then, why should that change depending on the body part?
I see where you're going with that.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's about the hair in some cases.
Oh well, shoot, man. Yo, join my OnlyFans. I got some feet pic for y'all. Yo, rolling.
Straight
Let's
up,
roll
dude.
in some money here, folks. I mean, shoot, I'm all about. No, I'm not really not gonna do that. 'Cause
No,
that's
I thought about doing it, but like drawing it,
feet gross me out. So
drawing it, like
Drawing
not
feet?
me. No, well, yes, but like drawing porn and starting an OnlyFans for my
you mean like manga or like what heavy metal used to do?
yeah, more like what heavy metal used to do.
Right. Just drawing porn and just slapping it out there. and
Yeah,
being
on
like-
an OnlyFans and
Have
being
you ever
like,
heard
here
of
you go.
Twitter? Because that's a Twitter thing.
Yeah.
Okay, but people on Twitter don't get paid for it. They just use Twitter to promote it.
So join Android's Twitter
But the
page
question,
with.
the question is, would you be a subscriber, like the monthly person, or would you be the person that makes them pay for the picture? Like, because there's two different ones. There's one where you post a picture and it's locked until you pay for it, or there's one where it's a subscriber.
It is so
That
crazy.
sounds like a scam.
It's so
It is.
crazy that
It is.
Tyrone here knows so much about OnlyFans. Like,
Like the
just the tip.
I'll pay for you, but just the tip.
Just, you gonna pay the bill? Just the tip. Do what? I'm sorry. What were you gonna
I
say?
don't even know. Oh, I was just gonna say like half of OnlyFans too is like just pictures of girls that you pay $20 for the pictures, but it's literally pictures that they just re-uploaded from their Instagram. That's really what it is too. Like dead
Yeah.
serious.
That doesn't, or it's something they've already posted to Twitter.
Or
That's
Twitter.
like revealing. And
Yeah.
then
This
it's,
sounds like the
pointless.
easiest way to become a millionaire.
Oh, it is.
Like, this sounds like the easiest way to become a millionaire. You just gotta sell your soul to the devil.
That's what I was gonna say. It's like
And
it's
my
like selling
name's
your
Johnny,
soul,
and
though.
it might be a sin.
Yeah.
But I'll take your bet. You're gonna regret, because I'm the best there's ever been.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Like old Clarence, man, he's got a corner market in the internet community right now with that OnlyFans. That's called like there's God's inception and then there's the devil's inception right there. You know what I mean?
Scratch.
Old Scratch, he freaking straight up.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's crazy though. Like that people pay that much money for just pictures that you can get on Instagram.
Man, you know, like, I can draw a damn good dick.
What's her name? What's her name? I think it was it's a YouTuber, it's a girl YouTuber. I don't know if it's actually Sniper Wolf. You guys know who Sniper Wolf is.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was actually her, but there was a girl that's very popular on YouTube that literally started an OnlyFans, and it was just pictures from her Instagram, like already pictures that have been posted like
Right.
for like years, and she just re-uploaded them, and it was $5.99 a month or whatever.
Just for the record, we do not know Sniper Wolf personally, nor do we promote Sniper Wolf, nor do we not not promote Sniper Wolf.
I don't.
I was gonna say
I don't really care one way or another about Sniper Wolf. That was just an example of a person who is also a fellow YouTuber, and yeah, it sounds really weird paying a lot of money for something that you would catch on Instagram.
Well, all right, that's just him. I don't give a fuck about Sniper.
yeah. Well, no, I'm putting that disclaimer because I don't want to get shadow banned, but I feel like we kind of already are anyways. But,
Yeah, we
you know.
talked about the Iran-Contra.
Yeah, Iran-Contra. We talked about Rwanda.
And the Chinese
I don't think
government.
half the
And the
YouTubers
Chinese
cares
government.
about Sniper Wolf either.
I don't think they
No,
do either.
I don't think
Like,
they do either.
no, like,
No, but you know, like, to my understanding, what we use OnlyFans for is more of a bastardization of what it actually is meant for anyway. Like, to my understanding, OnlyFans was developed as a means for, like, everyday photographers to put up their work and make money off of it.
and
Not so that people can get on there.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. You're right. I
And-
remember that. Yeah.
Exactly.
It
and
wasn't even meant to be.
It wasn't
what
even
is.
meant to be like a porn site. It was meant to be like for
Wasn't it supposed
amateur
to be like
photographers.
Like DeviantArt, but like
Exactly, similar to DeviantArt for amateur photographers and
Well,
artists.
I did hear somewhere, and I think I read an article not too long ago, or saw an article. I didn't really read it, but you know, just flipping through different news stories, you
like
know.
a headline.
Yeah, and I'm flipping through, and I think I saw this one before I decided to stop on, like, update news on Cyberpunk 2077 to see if I could play it again. But, come on! Anyways, but, like, freaking, yeah, I think in that article that I flipped by, it said something about OnlyFans was about to start cracking down on that, like, illicit content and stuff like that, like... Because I guess what you guys are saying, it makes sense now. And that's what made it click in my head. Because it's like, well, yeah, if they started it for that, you know, then obviously they've lost control of it, and so they're trying to rein it in. Like, wait a minute, you know, we didn't create this for a
We
bunch
were
of
making
simps.
money.
Yeah, we didn't create this for simps. You know, we created it for
Right,
Well, that's the thing, they've also-
amateur artists.
art.
you
Yeah,
gotta think about how much money they have made off of it too, because they obviously get a percentage.
Exactly.
So they've got to be happy at the same time, but at the same time, it's like
Yeah, that's why they let it go on long
Yeah.
enough so that they can make as much money off it as possible. But
And
now
they-
that I dare I say they've scraped the cream of the crop. You know what I mean? Like,
the cream always rises to the top, Mean Gene. We're gonna scrape it from the OnlyFans. Oh yeah, we're gonna get rid of it now. No more illicit content, you know.
exactly.
We made it for the artists, you know, so they could sit down with their photographs and their cups of coffee. Their cups of coffee, Mean Gene.
We took the illicit content and we rose to the top because that's the thing, Mean Gene. The cream, it rises to the top. And when you follow the OnlyFans cream, you can scrape
That
off
just
the
sounds
cream of the
awful.
crop.
OnlyFans cream. Just knowing what OnlyFans is and that word together.
Yeah.
Cream.
Yeah, OnlyFans cream. The OnlyFans cream, Mean Gene.
That's the thing. It rises to the top.
Oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh. You know, really, if Macho Man Randy Savage were still alive, he could probably make OnlyFans a household name because that's what he did to Slim Jim.
I didn't know
Can-
he was dead.
Yeah, he passed
Oh.
away.
Randy Savage has been dead a long time.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah, he passed away kind of early too. He's like only in like his 40s, maybe early 50s.
Yeah.
Like, and then he just
But I mean, look at the man. He looked like he was a walking heart attack.
like, yeah, it was a
waiting to
sudden
happen.
thing. Like they didn't, you know, like he went to bed one night and didn't wake up the next day. It was crazy.
That's the way to go.
Did he have an aneurysm or what?
You know, there's a documentary on Amazon Prime, I think, that talks about that. But I can't remember what it's called. And the only reason why I'm
Life.
the life and times of the Macho Man. It's my life, Mean Gene. Ooh, it's my life and times. Yes, when I rose to the top of the
Just like the
only
cream.
of the OnlyFans cream, Mean Gene. Like snap it to a Slim Jim. OnlyFans cream. No. but I can't remember what it's called. Like, there's a couple of good little documentaries.
I just don't like that. Those two words.
People hate the word moist. It's like,
Oh.
it's like, oh.
Moist. You and a moist towel.
Casturbator, can we please? With
You're
the
not a moist boy.
The moist cream.
what do I look? Do I look like a moist boy? I mean,
You're sweaty.
Am I?
No,
Am
you're
I
not.
really though?
You're not.
I mean, I know I'm a fat guy, but am I a sweaty fat guy? I mean, like,
No.
I mean,
I'm pretty
you ain't got,
dry.
like,
Yeah, you're dry.
your armpits ain't saturated, so
No.
Yeah, I
No,
know,
you're good.
man. Like,
you good.
I'm not like Richard Pryor up there.
Right,
on the
I don't
freaking-
find myself wanting to get away from you, so.
Fair enough. I mean, like now I'm all checking. I'm like, what
No,
the
you're
crap is
fine,
wrong
I
with my?
promise.
Oh no, is my armpits, sweaty? Do I got the sweaty armpits, Mean Gene? Sweaty? Is it sweaty? Sweaty pits, Mean Gene? No, I don't remember the name of that. They got a couple of good wrestling documentaries on there, though. If you own Amazon Prime, check it out. They got the one on the Macho Man. They got one on Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man, and they got one on Jake the Snake Roberts.
Watch that one.
Yeah.
Watch that one.
That one I remember is called The Resurrection, I think, of
Is it?
Jake
I
the
don't
Snake.
remember. I don't know if it was actually the exact same one, but I have watched one over Jake the Snake Roberts, and that's a crazy dude, especially after he got out of wrestling.
Yeah, like
that dude's life
he went
way crazy.
yeah, like he couldn't even do like house shows anymore because he would just go freaking knackered off of his freaking
right.
off his tits, man. I mean, we're just gonna keep it real. He was knackered off his tits all the freaking time.
All the time, bro.
Like, oh man, it was crazy. But like, I gotta say, like, in the wrestling world, one of the best people out there who's a former wrestler, who still wrestles sometimes, but he's like a really good guy, is Diamond Dallas Page. DDP. Because, he started that Diamond Dallas Page yoga, that DDP yoga, which is meant to help these guys who get out of wrestling, who form addictions because of wrestling and stuff like that. Not necessarily because of wrestling, but because of wrestling. They start these addictions and stuff, and he helps them overcome that stuff, man. And like, he's not on he's not on social media. He's not on there being like, look at what I've done, bang, you know what I mean? Like, none of that stuff. He doesn't take credit for any of it. He's
being
just
way genuine about it.
Yeah, he's just a very generous guy, man. He really is. He's a good freaking guy, and
Cool.
yeah, I respect Diamond Dallas Page a lot. And,
Yeah, that's way cool.
yeah, you know who he owes his whole career to?
Who?
The Macho Man. That's right. The cream of the crop. The Macho Man, Randy Savage.
I walked into that one.
You sure did. It was like almost like it was beautiful how that got set up, dude. Like, I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna round this back to Macho Man Randy Savage right now. The Macho Man. Yeah, no, he really does owe his career to the Macho Man, though, because
Cool.
when he was an up and coming wrestler, well, I won't say he was up and coming. He was pretty older by the time this even took place. He had been wrestling for a while, but he just never really. He was like a low to mid tier wrestler, but he got into a feud with the Macho Man Randy Savage.
I see.
And this is when Macho Man first joined the WCW, so they wanted to push the fact that they stole him from the WWF, but it was the WWF at the time, and screw you, World Wildlife Foundation. My reasoning for that, since you're looking at me like that, Tyrone, my reasoning for that is because the WWE was called the WWF, and then the World Wildlife Foundation
Oh, no, I'm not.
sued
I don't
them
care.
for that.
I don't care, but
No,
you just
burn
might get
down all the
canceled for it,
forests.
Yeah.
Burn down all the forests.
Well, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, golly, get at.
Then what are you saying?
I'm saying, freaking get off your own freaking dick, man. Like, we can't be called WWF and they can't be called WWF. Why? Because they're wrestlers? Because they're carnies? What are you, like, racist against carnies? What's your problem?
You
World
can't be
Wildlife
racist
Foundation?
against carnies.
No.
They're not a race.
Yeah. Haven't you ever watched that episode of Seinfeld?
Prejudice.
You ever watch that episode of Seinfeld where they're talking about dentists being racist against dentists? Anti-dentites? Do you remember that episode?
No,
Do you
I
remember
haven't
that?
seen that episode.
Oh my goodness.
That's funny.
Jerry's an anti-dentite, and they keep calling him a racist for it and
Oh,
everything.
'cause-
He's like, you can't. He's saying the same thing. Like, you can't. Why? You know, like, you can't say that. And he,
I was gonna bring up how like every
It's
toothpaste
prejudice.
is number one recommended by every dentist or whatever.
Like,
how every single toothpaste brand is number one recommended by
My
dentists.
dentist. Well, I mean, because there's, you know, one dentist likes Crest, another one likes, you know.
That's why there are only 10 dentists, because 1 out of 10 dentists recommend this toothpaste.
And there's only 10 brands of toothpaste out there, so there's a dentist who likes your brand right now. Just know.
If anybody else tries to come up with like a new toothpaste brand, they just immediately shut it down.
Yeah.
They're just like, no.
They're like, no,
No,
we don't
that
have
person-
enough dentists.
That person
So-
suddenly suicides themselves. They're trying to revolutionize the toothpaste industry. They're trying to break away from the monopoly in the toothpaste industry. Dumb.
We need more dentists, is what I'm hearing from all this. I think we need more dentists in the world. Kids, go to school, become
For 10
dentists.
years.
For 10
years
years?
of college.
To not be an actor.
Golly, 10 years to be a...
It's about like 10, 11
10 years to become a fake doctor.
You know why? It's because you have to.
Whoa.
It's because you literally have to go to college and learn everything that normal doctors learn just to not get what they get, pretty
Exactly.
much. But you still get paid a lot. So, it's
They're
kinda
like,
cool.
yeah, you're going to be a dentist? Well, first you need to know that the hip bone's connected to the thigh bone. It's like, what does that have to do with anything?
Your mouth.
Leg bone.
Like, what does that have to do with anything? Why do I need to know how to do open heart surgery to know that your mouth is, your grill is messed up, my dude? Like, also,
Grill, bro.
also, if you have an ulcer, I can cut that out for you as well.
Oh shit!
He says, I'm not even gonna ask if you floss. I know you do.
That's a cavity. That's called tooth decay.
Have you even heard of a toothbrush? There's this
Oh,
thing called
shit.
a toothbrush.
He brushes teeth with butter and
Gingivitis.
clay. I forgot where that's from.
Oh man. We're having way too much fun making this podcast right now. I'll tell you what. How many people do you think we've offended within just like
All of
within
them.
the first 10
got
minutes?
You know that
wildlife, you got the OnlyFans,
We got the OnlyFans.
We got the Chinese.
the tiger sharks thing.
We got the Iranians.
We got Rwanda.
Oh, Sniper Wolf fans and Sniper Wolf herself.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that'd be pretty petty. Sniper Wolf, don't be petty, man. Don't
Fuck
be
you,
petty.
Sniper Wolf.
Actually, the Sniper Wolf
Be
fans
petty,
are the same
bitch.
boat as the wildlife fans, so I mean, we're probably the same.
Yeah, we got them all. We just got them all in
Those
one.
are the
like,
same fans right there.
we just grouped everybody up that, you know, whose feelings we hurt, and we gave you a box of chocolates and a kiss on the forehead. And
You remember that episode of South Park where they're like, I don't remember the full setup of the episode, but it's the one where they're like offending the ultimate, like everything in their show. This is like the culmination of everything that they make fun of into a person, and they go there and they're like talking to them, and it's just this like big ol' like pig like woman, if you can even call it that, with the the short ass pink ass blue hair, and it's like, I am both Jewish and Christian and Hindu, and you make fun of everything that I believe. It's just so stupid. Like,
no, I haven't seen that one.
Blue.
exactly.
And
And that's another group right
Yeah,
there.
that's another group.
Yeah,
We're just
that's
checking
another
boxes. Hey, if Hollywood can check boxes, we can check boxes too.
group. Right. They give her this like mustache. It's so stupid.
Oh Oh man, that reminds me of freaking that. What was it? That Family Guy movie that came out a while back. That like, if you watched it on television, it was broken up into 2 parts, but you could buy it on DVD.
The Stewie
that was
Griffin collection or whatever.
Yeah,
Stewie Griffin story. Or
with
him and
him and Brian, and they go through time and all that.
Yeah.
And they go into the future, and Meg is Ron now.
Ron.
Oh yeah.
And Ron's like, I'm gonna shave my face because I grow hair on there. Peter just interrupts him and goes, Ron, we get it. You're a guy now. We got it. We got it. We got it. You're a guy. You grow hair on your face. We got it.
Yeah, I remember that. You don't have to announce it every time you go to shave your face.
Yeah, we got it. You're a guy. We got it. You go.
That show. Like that one episode where somebody breaks into the house and Peter comes out with a bat and Meg's like, "What happened?" And
He
Peter
just starts beating the shit out of her.
he knocks her out and he's like, "Oh, sorry, Meg. I thought you were one of them." I thought you were an intruder."
Sorry, Meg. I thought you were.
But he lets her talk too. He like watches her come out. She's like, "Guys, what's happening?"
And he just slaps her with the bat. He just slaps her with the bat.
Oh man, yes.
He's like, "Oh, sorry, Meg. I thought you were one of the robbers."
Oh, older Family Guy used to be so funny, man.
Dude, my favorite one is where, like, I don't remember the whole setup, right? But, like, Peter is trying to, like, prank Chris or get back at him for something or something like that. Something to do with a hat. And he, like, sets up this trap so that when he cuts the rope, these logs will swing down and, like,
Crush
crush him. But it messes up. And so Peter goes running down there, and then the logs swing down and crush his head. And he's like, this is not at all. Old Family Guy cracks me
Oh,
up, dude.
man.
It's so funny.
I think like one of my favorite parts in Old Family Guy, we're calling it Old Family Guy now. Old Family Guy is when they're stuck in the panic room and it's flooding and they're all gonna die because they can't get out.
I think
Peter's
it's the
like,
same episode as the robber one. I'm pretty sure.
It might be.
yeah, I think it is because
They go
Peter's
into the
like,
panic room.
yeah, Peter's like, before we all die, I got a confession to make. He's like, the Godfather didn't care for it. Didn't care for it at all. And Chris goes, how can you say that, Dad? He's like, what? I don't like it. It's like 3 hours long and I don't know what's happening in most of it. He's like, Al Pacino, Robert Duvall, just naming out actors in the movie to give it some kind of credence. I'm just like,
That is how those conversations go, dude. That's
Yeah.
exactly how those conversations go. 'Cause it's like, how can you not like this movie? Who has this actor?
Have you guys ever watched the episode? I don't know if it's like an older one or a newer one, but it's where, because you know how Stewie just doesn't really mess with like the family in general, other than
Yeah.
Brian. Well, there's this one episode where Peter and Stewie get along for the day, like they're actually father and son.
oh, and they do that to the mom.
They sit there and destroy Lois for the whole day.
Yeah.
They literally beat her up, put her
Like,
in the car, and then
literally.
run it off a bridge.
They go out there into the front yard. They're like spraying
Spraying
her
her
down with
with
the
the
hose.
groceries.
She's trying to bring in groceries, and they're sitting there just spraying her down. And
Push her down some stairs.
Yeah.
And, oh man,
Yeah.
yeah.
She's like carrying laundry, and they push her down the stairs.
It's because Peter's trying to find a way to connect with them. I remember that.
Yeah.
He's like,
so they bond over their desire to kill Lois.
Stewie's like, oh, I suppose you want to get along. We can just watch a porno and smoke a doobie together. And Peter kind of looks to the side for a minute. He's like, yeah.
Can we
I
do that?
mean, yeah, I get, yeah.
Yeah.
Can we do that?
Yeah. Is that an option?
Oh, that is so funny. That episode's funny, man.
So funny, dude.
One of mine is when Stewie like does the steroids and then he like gets the arm flap.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
flies around.
And he goes flying out the window.
Yeah.
He goes running up and jumps out the window and just glides off.
Yeah.
And he's a flying squirrel.
Have you guys ever seen that one where Brian and Stewie get stuck in the bank vault thing?
Oh.
And
Yes.
Brian has to eat Stewie's doo-doo.
Oh,
In his diaper,
yeah.
and he's gotta clean
He's
it.
like, come on, Brian. Come on, Brian.
I don't have another diaper.
Yeah,
I don't have another diaper.
Yeah.
You gotta clean it for me.
Oh man, it's like that And South Park, like, I don't watch a lot of new South Park.
You should.
Yeah,
I
you
watch
should.
a,
It's fun.
I try to, like, cause it was on Hulu, right? And I tried to watch some of the newer South Park, and I'm like, this is. I watched the episode where the kids are getting shot at school, and everybody's just acting like it's nothing.
Like it's
Yeah.
normal. They send
Yeah.
them off to school with like bulletproof vests
Freaking,
on.
what is it? Stan has the freaking arm sling from getting shot in the
Yeah.
freaking shoulder for that whole episode, and I was just like, this is too much for me now. Like I can't do it. Like,
They do get real.
and I mean, like, you know, I think the last newer episode that I really watched before that episode was the one where Cartman gets that girlfriend and breaks up with her for no reason.
Heidi.
Yeah,
Is it Heidi?
I think so. I don't
think
remember, but he breaks up with her for like no reason. Like he's just mad at her for no reason. He's like, he's like all proud of himself. He's like, I'm not gonna put up with it for anymore. And she's not doing anything bad to him. And it's like,
And like he like gaslights her into becoming more like him, so she
Yeah.
does actually turn into a raging bitch because over time,
being,
because he like is so abusive to her in
it's
their
like
relationship.
low key talking so much crap right there. And I'm
Low-key
like,
talking
oh
so
my
much crap
goodness.
because like whenever she's not around, he's like, no, Heidi, I need you. But then she comes around him and he's just like his eyes immediately the second she walks up and she's like, hey Cartman, he's like, hey Heidi,
yeah.
hey babe.
Yeah.
So stupid.
Reminds me of that Tom Mulaney skit from New in Town when he's like, being married is better because, like, at least my wife is honest with me, you know? He's like, I used to date this girl, and she'd be like, staring out a window, and I'd be like, what's the matter? She's like, you wouldn't understand. He's like, what the am I supposed to do with that?
Yeah, he's like, no, what he did is he's like, I love Jewish women. I love Jewish
That's
women.
what it
That's
is,
what it
yeah,
is. He's
yeah.
like, and I know what you're thinking, but like, no, just hear me out. I don't ever have to guess what my partner's thinking. If
Yeah.
she's got a problem, she'll go, I know, she'll go, my head hurts.
Yeah, my stomach hurts.
My
He's
stomach
like,
hurts.
Yeah, I can work with that, you know? And, you wouldn't understand. Well, what the am I supposed to do with that? You know? That's what that reminds me of with Cartman acting that way towards her whenever she comes around. He's like, she's like, what's wrong, babe? Nothing, babe. You know? Like,
Nothing, Heidi.
it's so funny,
I
dude.
remember when you told me what Kenny sings in the intro.
I like girls with big head titties. I like girls with
I
big
never
head
understood what
titties.
you was saying, and then I asked you one day, and you told me, and I thought it was the funniest thing.
You know, we used to watch that when it
Changes.
first came out. Like, we used to watch that when it first came out and sit there and listen to Kenny talk on
How
those
did you guys
episodes.
figure it out?
Just because you can, you know, it's like listening to somebody muffled, you know?
Sometimes it's purposely.
You know? Sometimes it is just noise. There, he's just like, "Burr, burr, 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 burr," you
Yeah,
know, like
sometimes
Baker.
it's just purposely. Yeah, exactly. Like,
Baker from the Muppets, by the way.
but when they want you to like understand him, it is like audible enough that he's saying words. It's just like, what the fuck are you saying?
Yeah, and
Like,
it was their way of cussing on TV without
Right.
getting in trouble for it because he's got a foul little mouth, that dude. He's like, what the dude? You know, like,
yeah, dude, that's hella fucking gay.
yeah, just constantly.
Constantly, he's always saying,
Constantly cussing, man. You drop the F-bomb like every episode and get...
yeah, that's what it is. Because they're like in that episode where Cartman puts Butter's wiener in his mouth.
Oh, and takes the picture.
He takes
with
the
thumbs
picture.
up.
He's telling him
Nah,
back.
nah.
They're like Cartman, that's gay. And he's like, nuh-uh, that's not gay. And they're like, yes it is, dude. That's gay. You put Butter's wiener in your mouth. That's gay. And he
Yeah.
goes, Kenny, is that gay? And he goes, yeah, dude, that's hella fucking gay.
Straight up, man.
Straight up.
Cartman, he's all crying to his mom. Mom.
And then I accidentally looked at my pants and tripped and I
I fell and butter sweeter landed in my mouth. And I thought of this really funny joke. So I smiled and did a little thumbs up.
I took a picture.
When I took a picture.
Oh, man. Oh.
So dumb.
Yeah, but just like completely ridiculous freaking Cartman. We were talking about that at work not too long ago because I told the joke, do you like fish sticks?
You like fish sticks
Yeah,
in your
and
mouth?
he's like, what? And I was like, do you like fish sticks? Do you like them in your mouth? Then you're a gay fish. And they were like, what?
Dude?
Yeah, I was like, Kanye West, you don't get it. Freaking Carlos Mencia, just get the joke, man.
Just get the joke, man. Just get the joke.
Come on, man, my dick don't even work, man. Just get it, man. Just get it.
It's so funny because they just kill him.
Yeah.
They just kill Carlos Mencia.
Yeah.
They
He's
just kill him.
He's
Right
like, tell me the joke again. You like fish sticks? I love them. The way Kanye West asked.
I love him.
I love them.
I love him.
You like them in your mouth? Of course. And you're a gay fish, man. Just come on, man.
Just get it.
Just get
the
it, man.
joke,
Just get the joke, man. It's so dumb, dude. So dumb. Because in that same episode, Cartman convinces himself that he's the one that wrote that stupid
Yeah,
joke.
instead of Jimmy.
Was it Jimmy or Butters?
It's Jimmy.
Was it Jimmy?
It's Jimmy.
Jimmy the one in the wheelchair?
No, that's Timmy.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
Timmy.
Which
Yeah.
one's Jimmy?
He's
Jimmy's
with
the
little
one that.
crutches.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Come in. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Timmy's the one that's like, Timmy! That's all he says. Timmy!
Timmy and the Lords of the Underworld.
You remember when Timmy and Jimmy started their own gangs?
The Crips. They call it the Crips.
And they have a gang fight. And you just
They
see
get the Crips
Timmy
and the Bloods
Jimmy.
together.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
In the community center, in the South Park Community Center, and have a lock-in so that they can grow to understand one another, and like almost immediately they pull guns on one another.
Yeah. Oh man, the fight. That fight scene is
The
freaking.
Crip fight.
Yeah, because it's like it's Timmy versus Jimmy, and they copied the fight scene
in
from They Live. Yeah.
It's spinning around, and they're just sitting there beating the shit out of one another. And you got this huge crowd gathering around them, and Cartman's running around in a circle going, Crip fight! Crip fight! Crip fight!
Which that movie They Live is an old John Carpenter movie that stars wrestling superstar Rowdy Roddy Piper. So, I mean, once again, wrestling invades our lives. Wrestling is a bigger influence in the world than we realize, But,
I agree.
yeah, there's a lot of wrestling influence. Like, you like, the movie The Fast and the Furious? Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
If you like the movie The Fast and the Furious,
If
you're
you're...
Okay, maybe not the first couple, but after like,
4.
Tokyo Drift is the best
Yeah.
and
Tokyo
only
Drift
good
is the
one.
best one.
Tokyo
It's the
Drift...
only good one.
No, the first one was pretty good.
No, it's
It was
not.
Cute. No,
it was
I
It's
decent.
Did you see the new
acceptable.
one? Did you see
It
the
was
new one?
decent.
They're making it to where Han lived. Like,
How did Han live?
I don't know, but they're making it to where he pops
what
up in
I've
the new
heard.
movie. He's like in the trailer. He apparently he lived.
That's something. It's funny we should mention this because quick plug, the Get On My Level podcast that I got with Dragons in Life. But we talked about Fast and the Furious very briefly in our last episode too. So it's
Oh.
funny that this should come back
That
up.
this should just come back around.
Yeah.
Everyone in that movie is
Sorry, we're talking about Han still. I didn't know.
Oh,
he
how everybody can come back to life?
Everyone
Except
comes
Paul
back to-
Walker.
Well,
Unless he really is Jesus.
what's the last thing Paul Walker saw? What's the last thing Paul Walker saw?
A wall?
The
The
dashboard.
dashboard.
What do you think the last thing that was going through his
His money.
brain?
The,
The dashboard.
oh my goodness. Is that too soon? Is this too
It's
soon?
been about like
Oh,
3
no.
years.
It's been
I mean,
longer
Wiz
than that.
Wiz Khalifa, what's his name?
Wiz
Khalifa.
Khalifa.
Is it Wiz Khalifa? See, I didn't.
Khalifa.
For whatever
We
reason,
them
I thought
boys.
maybe I was making it wrong. For whatever reason, I thought I was making Wiz's name wrong, man. Like, I was like, is it Wiz Khalifa?
Wiz's name.
Wiz's
Talking
name.
about Snoop Dogg's son?
Is that his son?
No.
Oh.
No.
I don't know enough
He
about.
just, like,
They just
Look
have
at-
a movie together.
I don't know
Mac and
enough
Dennis
about
go to high
studio
school.
gangster music to, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, whatever, you know, he just kind of looks like Snoop Dogg.
just yeah.
Kind of looks like him.
Yeah.
Lanky boy.
Does like an Oreo commercial with his kid, you know? There's Wiz Khalifa with all the
You know why
tats.
that is?
With all the,
right.
he does. He's got an Oreos cookie commercial with his kid, Wiz Khalifa.
You know why that is?
Yeah, there's Wiz Khalifa with all his
Black and
tattoos
white.
all over his face and everything, and then there's his kid, his baby, with all the tattoos on all over his face too. And
It's because he's white on the inside.
who? Wiz Khalifa?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, here we go.
So you're telling me he was a white man born in a black
No,
man's body?
Yes.
That reminds me of that movie
Excellent.
Chasing Amy. The very beginning of that Kevin Smith movie. While Kevin Smith pisses me off for what he's doing to He-Man, the beginning of that movie is hilarious when they're talking about Darth Vader. And the black guy in the movie, he's like talking about it. He's like, it's racist. It's systematically racist or something. He's like, you got Darth Vader, blackest mother in the universe, in the whole galaxy. And then at the end of the movie, what do we find out when we take his helmet off? He's a white man. As if it's trying to say, deep down inside, we're all just white men. And freaking dude stands up and goes, well, aren't we though? His eyes just get all wide. He pulls out that gun and just shoots him.
Well, isn't Darth Vader voiced by James Earl Jones?
Oh, yeah.
So,
I mean, honestly, if I wanted to make a really scary character, I would either get James Earl Jones or Tim Curry. Which I know sounds weird, but I
it
would
doesn't.
get Tim.
Not after watching the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Or
Oh,
Legend.
man.
Right?
Legend, he plays Darkness in that, and that is
That's
like...
a different kind of scary.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that Darkness is like one of the scariest. Like, I would normally,
That's
like,
actually scary. I
death,
was being
death,
facetious.
yeah, death battle. Darth Vader versus Darkness.
True.
What do you think? What do you think is going to walk away from that? Because, I mean, Darth Vader does use the Force,
I mean, Vader.
but there's nothing inherent. But darkness is darkness, you know?
Exactly.
He's darkness.
I don't know, man. My money's still on Vader. You know what I mean?
Because he's got the lightsaber.
He's got that Force choke.
Yeah, but I mean, he's darkness.
So
Darkness has more power.
darkness got a throat, my man.
They literally shove him into outer space, and he still survives outer space.
He's like,
Okay.
I'm not saying that you're wrong.
I'm
just saying I don't think you've thought this through enough to let that not to not let this not permeate and percolate with inside your brain enough. Oh yeah, Android, you gotta let it percolate inside your brain, boy. You gotta let it sit there for a minute and simmer.
Simmer like the cream in your coffee that rises to the top.
Like the OnlyFans cream, it's gotta rise to the top.
I don't know. Vader's just the scarier of the two in my mind, and I don't know. Vader's just a bad.
Well, the fact that Vader can force choke a dude, like clear across, like I could be sitting here
Why are you
on
guys even debating this? If just take off his helmet, he's gone.
who Vader?
Yes.
No, Vader.
That's just
The
All right,
helmet's
go
not what-
take his helmet
Just
off.
flick-
Yeah,
man.
go take his helmet
just
off.
take his helmet off.
Yeah,
Go take-
I'm not gonna even argue that point. I'm
You know
gonna argue
everybody
the
want
point.
to be a Sith till it's time
Just-
to do some real Sith shit.
Yeah, you go take his helmet off. All right,
Pop it off.
Darth Hate Bad, go get it then. You
Darth
go get
hate that. He'll cut you in half like you're an Ewok, my man.
Like the thing about Darth Vader, and I'll tell you why I think Darth Vader will win that fight too. But this is my reason.
Okay.
Because I could be on Earth. He could be in a galaxy far, far away. In a long, long time ago, even. Like, I could be getting a message from the past on my TV screen, and he could still choke me out.
Yeah.
Right? While Darkness had to hire a bunch of goblins to go kill a freaking unicorn.
Mm-hmm.
It's a freaking unicorn, Darkness. Look at you, man. Like,
Darkness.
Like, you know, my daughter doesn't even come up to your freaking shin, dude. My 6-year-old daughter doesn't even come up to your freaking shin. And you gotta hire a bunch of goblins to go kill that unicorn? Go get it done, my man. Darth Vader would have just, like, been like, show me a picture. Show me a picture of this unicorn.
And then he just, like, kills it.
Yeah, just picks it up in the air and then crushes it like a can of Coke. And just
Throws it. Yeah.
Yeah, just he's like, no, get that fucking horn.
Now go retrieve the horn.
Yeah, you know, like for real, like. So yeah, that's why Darth Vader would win, but I don't know if he would be able to just force choke him so easily. Like I think
Yeah, he would. All he needs is a picture.
Well, I think it would take a lot out of him to do it. I honestly do. Like I think he'd start to force choke him. Maybe Darkness would be like, you know, for a minute, and then he'd be like, nah, what's this?
That's a beam trick.
Yeah, he'd be like, what's this, a little boy? And then, boom, it's on. You know what I mean? Darth Vader's like having to like do some mean Jedi Sith, whatever. He's doing some lightsaber stuff.
He's got to do some real Sith shit.
Yeah, he's got to get down with the get down, while Darkness is like sitting there just like freaking slapping him. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it would get pretty hairy right there. And ultimate death battles, make it happen. Make it happen. What the heck are you doing? What the heck are you doing? Like,
Yeah, Death Battle.
I mean,
I'd watch that.
do they even exist anymore? I haven't watched
Death
anything
Battle?
about them.
I'm pretty sure Death Battle's still around.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Sure.
Well, I haven't seen anything from them in a while, so of course I haven't been really looking for it either. So
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're still around. I don't watch them much, but
like,
it still exists.
you know, I watched the Green Ranger versus Scorpion from Mortal Kombat,
Yeah.
and you know, I actually was rooting for the Green Ranger.
Me too.
Like I was like, I want the Green
I
Ranger
want
to
him to
win.
win.
Yeah, like I want him to win.
I
Like,
want, especially since they get Tommy, like
yeah, Jason
David Frank.
Yeah, that's his name.
Yeah, Jason David Frank to play in the. Yeah, they get him.
Yeah, I was like, I want him to win so badly because I
He's
never
got 3
want to.
first names.
I never Jason David Frank. Even his last name is his first name.
Yeah.
You can call him by any one of the 3, and
Yeah.
it will never
Works.
Yeah, it works. Like I never want to see one of the original Power Rangers get beat in anything. Ever.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, like in all fairness, Tommy's kind of the man.
Well, I mean,
Tommy
like,
is kind of the man. I can
he
see why
is.
he won.
He is. I mean, when he's giving out his stats and stuff at the beginning of that,
It's like,
he's
you know,
it's like, I know Aikido, I know this, I know that. And like, I'm like, oh, okay.
right?
I didn't realize that Tommy knew all that stuff.
Tommy gets down that way.
Yeah, like I didn't realize he studied under Bruce Lee and whatnot.
Right.
Like, what the crap, you know? Like, but I mean, my point being is like it could have been the Red Ranger against Scorpion.
Yeah,
I still
fair
wouldn't
enough.
have wanted him to lose.
Yeah, me
The
either.
original Red Ranger, Jason, not whoever took over.
Yeah, no, the Red Ranger.
Yeah, the actual Red Ranger
Red
or the
Ranger.
Gold Ranger if you're an aficionado,
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
you know. But
If you dabble in Zeo and that shit.
I did not really a whole lot.
Zeo's not bad. Zeo's not bad. After that, it starts to go down. Turbo. After Turbo, really, is where it starts to go off the
I think
rails.
my biggest problem, and we've talked about this before, wasn't so much that necessarily it wasn't good content. It was the fact that when Kimberly left the show, I was done.
We have talked about this.
It
yeah.
it was bad enough to lose the original Red Ranger like Jason, Trini, and Zach. It was bad enough losing them, but then when Kimberly left, I mean, like I was, you know, just a heartbroken little guy at that point. I was like, no, it's not fair. There was time now. There was time now, and like I just can't do it. You know, like I just couldn't do it after that.
I personally like Power Rangers Galaxy and some other ones after that. Like, I got a soft spot for Wild Force and Ninja Force, but is it Ninja Force?
I don't know.
Ninja something.
Ninja Steel,
Ninja
Ninja Blade,
no.
Ninjago.
Ninjago.
Ninjago, yes. Power Rangers Ninjago. That's my favorite one.
Power Rangers Ninjago.
But yeah, other than that, Power Rangers really goes off the deep end. Like, way goes off the deep. That's why, as people get older, they start watching Super Sentai if they're gonna keep staying into the Power Rangers scene.
Yeah, because
'Cause you
that's
know-
been going for like years, and that's
Yeah.
pretty much what they were
And you know that's like all of the action scenes in Power Rangers
was
Super
ripped from
Sentai.
Super. Yeah, like
They just reshot all of the.
an interesting.
That's why the Yellow Ranger has a dick.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. An interesting fact was on Super Sentai, the Yellow Ranger was actually male, but on in America, it was Trini, the female, and rest in peace. And yeah, I feel that loss, but like yeah, yeah. I don't
I
even
feel
remember
you.
what I was
Yeah,
saying.
no.
I got derailed by the fact that the Yellow
that's why-
Ranger's dead,
That's
and
why
we'll
the
never
Pink
get.
Ranger is the only one with the skirt, and why in some of them action shots you could see a tube of meat. The Yellow Ranger's fucking pants, bro.
Go back and watch the original Power Rangers and look for the tube of meat.
You will.
Look
That's
for
what
the
he's
tube
at.
of
Like,
meat.
the Yellow
Look for the
Ranger
little
has, like-
Go-Gurt packet.
The Yellow Ranger has the biggest dick on set. The Yellow Ranger is packing, and nobody talks about it.
No.
Trini's got a long dong.
Long Dong Trini.
Don't listen to the stereotype.
Yeah.
That one took you a second.
Oh man, that's like that episode of Impractical Jokers when he's got the when they like because you know the premise behind Impractical Jokers, right? How like
Yeah.
they have to
Yes.
they have that one where they have to set up a presentation, but they don't know what the presentation is, but the other
Yes.
three guys do,
Yes.
and they have to just get through it. Well, it's Joe, and you know how Joe can just get through whatever,
Yeah.
Well, one of his charts is 3 graphs, like 3 bar charts, right? That start off 2 little cubes and then like a longer one in the center of it. It just looks like a set of dicks, like 3 sets of dicks, but they're all different colors. Like the smallest chart is yellow, the medium one is like peach, like white,
Yeah.
and then the last one is all big and long and black. And he goes,
Black.
he just looks at it, he goes, oh, well, okay, this is what okay, here we go. He goes, well, you can see that the yellow graph here is doing the best that it can, and the second graph here is just working with what it's got, and obviously this last graph is truly blessed, or something like that. He goes, it's working with definitely the most right there. I was like, man. Yeah. The fact that they did that's just sprung that on that dude, man. Joe is the man too, because he could just handle that stuff.
He does.
Like that's why they do that to him, because they're hoping that one day they'll get him with one that like he just cannot do.
They figured out like his kryptonite is his wife.
Mm-hmm.
His kryptonite is his wife. He won't do anything that like sabotages the sanctity of his marriage.
Yeah.
And fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because there's that episode where he's got to kiss that chick right in front of his wife, that
Yeah,
girl,
and
and
he's
he's
like-
like, "Dear, you gotta understand, I don't want to lose." And she's like, "Do you want to sleep on the couch or something
Yeah.
like that?" He's like, so he's got to take the L.
Yeah.
It's like, just let him kiss the girl, lady. Come on, man. You don't
it's
know
a competition.
you don't know what they're gonna do to him afterwards.
Don't
I mean,
force his loss.
oh my goodness, it's not fair. That's not a fair thing to do to him, because they're gonna make him eat dog poop. You want to kiss him? You want him kissing only you with dog poop on
Let
his
me
face?
ask you, do you want him sleeping in the bed after that?
Yeah, if they make him eat dog
He's
poop,
gonna have to sleep on the couch anyway.
it's not fair. It's not fair. Yeah, he's definitely like the most like I don't want to. He's like the most
Ballsy.
well-rounded. Yeah, like he can do anything. It doesn't affect him at all. Like when he lost that one challenge, like in the earlier episodes, and he had to go into the public coffee house or whatever, take a dump, and then have no toilet paper and just open up the door and ask for toilet paper and he's just like, okay, and just walks in there all just like, that ain't nothing, just sits down and freaking.
He just looks like, man, they call him like a hedgehog all the time, you know, because of his hair, but like his face comes to this beak-like point that makes, and his eyes are so tired, like he looks like a tired hawk, like, you know, like a sleepy hawk. Like,
yeah, and he never backs down, man. He just never backs down. Ugh. That would be fun, man. Like, that's one of those ideas that I kick myself for not coming up with.
Yeah, that would be fun. That would be way fun.
Pranking your friends for a living.
That would be way fun.
And making money doing it. And seeing, like, how far you can push each other to do it. You know, like, for the sake of the money. For the sake of the money. For the sake of the glory. For the sake of not having to do some of the jacked up stuff they make themselves do.
Man, sometimes, dude. What? Do they blow up Murr's car? Is it Murr's car? Or is it Sal?
I don't remember.
One of them loses, and no, maybe it's Q. I don't know. I don't really remember. One of them gets.
I don't
their
remember
car
blowing
blown
up.
though.
Yeah.
Remember they make Murr shave his eyebrows off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They also
That's pretty
make him wear Q's like hair for an entire season.
Yeah.
For an entire season. He shaves his head and like gets this wig made out of his hair, and they make Murr wear it.
The worst one is when they gave Sal the tattoo of Jaden Smith
On his like
on his thigh. He's going to eternally have Jaden Smith's likeness, and not like an older Jaden Smith. This one it was like
it's
a
little Jaden
karate
Smith.
kid
Yeah.
Jaden Smith on his thigh for all eternity. Like, how do you even go on a date after that?
How do
Like,
you
with some-
explain that to anybody?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? You gotta go to get like a prostate exam.
you know,
And your doctor's gonna be like, "Oh no, I don't think I want to do that."
you know how you explain that on a date, right? Is before you even get to the point where you're going to have to see each other naked. You just explain that you work in Hollywood or on television, and that you make a good living doing what you do.
Yeah.
And-
I don't know if that makes it sound any better though, knowing Hollywood.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he's just got this likeness of Jaden
Jaden
Smith.
Smith.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know if
just
that
like,
makes it sound any better.
She's going to be
it's
like,
almost like a tag.
what the does that mean? Like, what are you into?
What does that mean?
What does that mean? What does that mean? Got
The
Kevin.
train goes backwards.
Oh
through
my
the tunnel.
goodness, I'm dating Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A tortoise is right twice a day.
Oh.
What does that mean?
What is it? The train goes backwards in the tunnel or something like that?
Yeah.
What does that mean? That dude did not want to shake Q's hand to save his life. Like, what does that mean? He's like, just shake my hand. He's like, just shake it. Oh, man. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, that's a funny show.
Yeah, that is a
That's
funny
a
show.
show.
So we're just talking about all our favorite shows right now, you know? Like,
As one does.
go ahead and watch, Impractical Jokers. If you haven't seen it, watch it.
Free shout out right now?
Well, I mean, shoot, yeah, man. Who knows? Hey, you know what? If I give them a free shout out and then one day they actually hear this podcast and they're like, hey, I appreciate them guys, and blah, blah, blah. And then they're like, hey, you want to
Hey, let me donate to your Patreon.
Oh, yeah. Or they're like, you want to get pranked on my show? I'm going to be like, hell no. Heck no, I don't want to get pranked on your show because, like, I don't want to lose.
No.
Yeah, I don't want
No, I
to
don't.
lose. I don't want to go through some of the torture you guys put yourselves through. Like, some of it I could do, no problem.
Some of it.
Like that episode where Joe's got to find the breakable tables inside the restaurant, so he's just elbow dropping, like all them tables. I could do that all day, but...
I think the one that he says, like, early on in the show anyway, kind of earlier on, he's like, the punishment that makes him the most uncomfortable or whatever is the one where he's got to go in and steal those, like, stray pitches. You know what I mean? He's like, oh, what it is he's trying to hit this one to this little kid. And he's like, this ball is to the kid, man. You know, and he keeps walking in and like catching him anyway. Because he has to. He has to catch him and not let the little kid catch the ball.
Yeah.
And the pitcher's in on it. Like...
Yeah, that...
Is that the one where the lady's literally screaming?
Lady is like losing her mind.
Yeah.
Like, and her face is blurred out, which lets you know that she did not find it funny that they were like playing this joke.
Yeah, that even after she found out it wasn't serious, she still couldn't, you know...
Take it.
Yeah, stop running it through her
You
mind.
did not think it was funny. You did not think that was funny.
No. I think the one that would make me uncomfortable if I had to do one of the ones is the bingo one. Where they're inside the bingo hall.
Bingo every
And he's like, bingo! Yeah, I would not want to do that. Because I've been to bingo halls before, and then people, they do get serious on their bingo.
You.
I'd go,
How old were you?
I'd go to bingo hall right now.
I'd go to bingo hall too.
I went to one New Year's, right? We didn't know what we were going to do for New Year's, and my buddy Joe, the one I was telling you about the other night, the one who was like, I had to keep explaining like the whole story to him, you know?
Yeah.
He there was like one New Year's, we didn't know what we were going to do or whatever, you know? We're like, what are we going to do for New Year's? And Joe looks at our brother and I, you know, and he goes, well, let's go play some bingo. And we're like, let's go play some bingo. And he goes, nah, you haven't played bingo like I play bingo. He went out and bought like 10 or 15 bottles of orange juice and a whole bunch of vodka and made like a whole bunch of screwdrivers, stuck them in a bag and said, okay, let's go play some bingo.
Let's go play some bingo.
We got freaking smashed inside this bingo hall.
That
man.
was the most fun bingo.
Freaking playing bingo. It's not just like gotta win some money. He's like, you think we're gonna win? I'm like, heck no, dude. We're not gonna win no bingo. I was like, this dude's called out like 3 numbers already, and I have no idea. I was like, I think I accidentally hit the freaking B by accident. Like, I think I'm hitting the letters right now. Because we were so freaking hammered, dude. Like, so hammered inside this bingo hall. That was a fun bingo night.
I bet. That is probably the most fun playing bingo.
Oh, dude. Oh, man. That was pretty fun. That was a fun night.
Nice.
Yeah, there's a little bit more to that story, but...
Yeah,
but whatever. But, yeah, we spent all the New Year's up in that bingo hall, man. And that what was crazy is there was other young people up in there too.
Yeah.
That was the crazy thing. And we're just like other younger people like around our age.
Right,
like
right.
not only geriatrics play bingo, but I mean like we were like I was in my early to mid 20s is what I meant. You know what I mean? There was other earlier life people.
Not everybody in there is on the verge of death.
What do you mean, you
Not
people?
everybody in there needs an oxygen tank to survive.
Right.
But yeah, there was other younger people up in there, and like it was just crazy to see other younger people up in there doing the exact same thing we're doing.
Yeah, like drinking.
Yeah, Joe's like, that's why I brought us to this Pacific bingo hall, because this is a thing that happens.
This is the hall.
Yeah, this is a thing that happens. He's like, you are now a part of this, and we were just like, okay.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we're like, rock and roll.
I've been initiated.
Yeah. Let's get drunker and act stupid.
Well, all right, hand me one of them OJs.
Yeah,
Pass me an OJ.
Yeah. Having like races to see who could down the most, like drink the most of them, you know?
Yeah.
This is like 15, but there's like 3 of us drinking on them, so like that's gonna go quick.
Right.
How many is that per person? If there's 15 drinks, and there's 3 of you, how many?
Why don't you just piss right off with
How
your
much?
division
How
right now?
many do each person get?
What does that mean? What does that mean? It's not that's not even like a fair question, because isn't that like a fractioned answer of some sort?
It divides evenly.
It does? Oh,
Yeah.
well, shoot, I don't even know.
It's okay. Well, I'm gonna help you out with numbers that.
Can we
end in
please
a
not
5.
have a math?
Well,
like...
okay. I just want to say, like, numbers that end in 5 are like even numbers. It's always divisible.
This is why I suck at math, because it is boring.
You're not even like letting me explain to you.
Okay,
You're cutting
explain
me
it
off
to me.
before you even let me get it out. Of course it's boring to you, you numb nut. You ain't even listening.
I'm like literally math class bored right now on my own podcast.
It's 5. It's 5. Each person gets 5 of them.
Well, I had 7, so I beat Joe. So there you go. And that's why I don't know the answer.
How many
Because
did Joe get? I'm just kidding.
I don't know. He was actually. I think he was actually kind of sober. Really. I'm pretty sure our brother won that.
That's because
that
you only
contest.
drank 3 of them.
That's because our brother can freaking like just open up the cap, open his mouth, and it just whoop right in there, man. Like he's like his head is a bag of holding, just whoop. Just go into an extra.
That means if that's the case, then your buddy only drank 1.
Probably. I kind of lost track of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it turned into a night of just walking around the bingo hall. Not even playing bingo as much as just walking around the hall, like looking and comparing my card to other people's cards and seeing if they had, and then just, like they got the same numbers. And theirs is marked. I'm marking it. Like,
I ain't even listening anymore.
I don't even know what he's calling.
I don't even know where I am.
Before what, my dude? Before what? You keep saying that to me, but before what? I can't even start. Yeah, that was a pretty fun little night. So yeah, bingo can be fun.
Bingo can.
Do not knock bingo. You don't.
I wasn't not.
You don't know what bingo is.
Yeah.
I don't even know what
You
my
literally
favorite
said
card
Yeah,
How
don't you
old are
dare
you?
shit
Yeah,
on
Caster
bingo.
Baiter. Yeah, who do you think you? How old are you? Age check me. What are you, an ageist? No.
If anything, I feel like I'm 80.
Gosh, you're ancient for liking bingo.
For playing bingo.
What are you, on the verge of death?
Next thing you're gonna tell me you play horseshoes.
Where's your oxygen tank? Did you take your medicine today?
You wearing your Depends or not? Oh man, like everybody just swarmed on you.
Why do you have spots on your skin?
You get your psoriasis off me.
That's the one.
That's the one right there. Psoriasis. Go take your one a day and go away.
What time did you wake up this morning, Grandpa?
Old people wake up pretty early in the morning.
That's
Like
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
crazy old in the morning, man.
Exactly.
Like, crazy old in the morning? That made no sense anyways. I'm glad people were talking over
They're
me.
crazy old in the afternoon, too.
Yeah.
But any other time in between.
What'd you get for your birthday this year? A casket?
No, a colostomy bag.
Oh, man.
That was for Christmas.
New set of golf clubs.
But you can't even use because you have back pain.
For Easter, I got a catheter.
Easter, I got an Easter catheter.
Easter catheter. Gross.
It's got
Designed? I don't.
got like a little
Yeah,
Easter
got a
bunny
little
on
bunny.
it.
The
Yeah.
bag on the end is shaped like an egg.
Yeah, instead of a singular tube, it's little bunny ears
Yeah.
that they stick down in there.
Oh.
Full the size.
Yeah. Try fitting that. Oh, I just take up right in the mic.
Burping the mic.
Burping the mic. Burping the mic.
Burping the mic.
Yo, let me tell you though. I'm gonna tell you. When I worked at a nursing home, because I worked at a nursing home, my job was to just like wax the floors, like shine the floors, buff them and stuff. But really, what I was just a glorified janitor,
Yeah.
right? And I'd work there from like sometime in the afternoon. I want to say like 4 in the afternoon till like 6 in the morning.
I see.
And it'd be like 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, and them elderly people would be getting up, getting coffee and stuff, and I'm like, I've got to be up at this time. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, I mean, shoot, man, they
Why?
gotta live life to the
Yeah,
fullest.
you gotta
Yeah,
start
like-
the day
They're
when
like,
you don't know when
shoot.
you're dog.
Exactly.
well, that's what he told me too. Like, I asked one, I can't
Every
remember
hour
his name now,
counts.
but I asked him. I said, why aren't you sleeping in? And he said, well, because I mean, all I've got to spend anymore is time.
Exactly.
He's like, I'm
Every
just
hour
gonna spend,
counts,
I'm
man.
gonna spend the time I got. I'm like, yeah, I can dig on
this
that.
place is taking every penny I got, so.
I'll tell
My
you
kids
what.
are bleeding me dry.
Tell you what, man, it's ridiculous sometimes. I'm not saying this about all old folks' homes or nursing homes or anything, but like, I'll tell you this right now.
We're gonna get put on the Old People React channel now.
Well,
Old
no,
folks
like,
watch list.
it's ridiculous, like, the way they're treated sometimes in nursing homes. Like, if you live in a nursing home, right, that's your home, right?
Mhm.
That is your home. So who are they to tell you how many cigarettes you can have a day and this and that? You know what I'm saying? Like, they have no business telling a grown person who's lived their life.
Right.
That-
They treat you more like an inpatient.
Yeah, like, that's not right. And I get it. I understand it, like, fiscally, because you're trying to keep them alive, because if they stay alive, then that's money. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But no.
Well,
We're not short of any elderly people in this world. You know? If that person passes away living their life the way they want to, you know what I mean? Within reason.
Sure.
Within reason. Somebody will take their place, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's just a fair statement. You know, I'm not even trying to be funny.
No,
or,
that's true.
yeah,
That's true.
so who are we to sit there and tell them, I'd be walking down the hallways, buffing the floors or whatever, and they'd be like, I'll move, and I'll be like, no, well,
No, you're good,
you
dude.
finish, and I'll get back to buffing these floors when I'm done. My freaking boss used to get at me, you need to hurry up and do that. I'm like, well, I can't when they're, he's like, well, then you need to move them. And I'm like, I ain't going to move them in their own freaking home, man. I was like, look at it this way. I'm a butler, and so are you, bitch. You know what I
Right,
mean?
dude,
Like,
right.
don't talk to me this way. Don't talk to them that way. This is their freaking home, and you're a freaking servant. Start
Right.
acting like it, Don't freaking talk to me that way, you little freaking ginger. And that's, like,
Slap.
yeah, like, that dude had, no offense or anything, but
She's not even a ginger.
No.
she's got red hair, don't she?
No,
Not
her hair's
everyone
brown.
really says that to me, but
Your
I
hair
was
is- her
like,
hair is
I'm
not
technically blonde. Like I have
Okay,
blonde
there
hair.
may
I
be
think it's
some
technically
blonde in it.
Yeah.
There may be
And
some
auburn
blonde in
is
it.
technically a shade of red, so, okay.
Ginger.
So, yeah.
No soul.
That.
Yeah, no, so-
I mean, I feel like that's everyone at work always calls
Things
me
that you're
ginger.
redheaded
Yeah.
too?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you just,
It's not.
you
Yeah.
strike me as a redhead.
It's
I was gonna
not,
say-
but
I've been told I have bad teeth, so
Yeah, you strike me as a
Yeah,
redhead,
alright.
so, I don't know.
I don't know.
It could be the fair skin, I guess, Not trying to
That's
put you on
what it
blast or
No,
anything.
How
Yeah.
dare you?
How
Are you calling me white?
I ain't calling you a truther.
Yeah, so, like,
No, but the cigarettes thing is understandable why they don't want them having cigarettes, though.
It is, but they're an adult.
But I know again, it's not so much that they don't want them smoking it for like it is because of health, but also you know how many things around a nursing home are flammable.
I mean, fair enough.
Especially
but
the
just smoke
oxygen
a cigarette
tanks.
outside.
yeah, but they smoke outside.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
I
it's,
mean, I
it's
get it,
their
I get it.
cigarettes. That's the thing. Like,
Exactly.
they pay the money for those packs. It comes out of their pocket.
For one,
You
like,
have no right to
exactly.
tell them how many out of your own hard-earned dollars, you know what I'm saying, how many you can smoke. It's like, you ain't my mama, you ain't my dad, you know what I mean? Technically, like I said, you are their servant.
Exactly.
That's
You're supposed to-
their home. Like, you think somebody's going to come up in here right now and tell me, you've had too many Mountain Dews today? You've had too many Mountain Dews today, Pog. You got to quit drinking those Mountain Dews. I'm going to be like, you got to get down on your knees and get busy on my nuts, you chowderhead. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's
Like,
a little bit gay, but
I didn't say what gender they were. I mean, I don't. It's not the point. You know what I'm saying? Like,
there is more than two genders, so I'm just kidding.
oh, let's not go. Let's not even. This is not what that channel's about. There's plenty of channels right there that will debate all that. It doesn't matter what we think about that.
You gotta get some traction somehow, you know.
Yeah, you gotta debate the hot topics to get some attention.
Oh my goodness, I think those topics have been debated to the freaking ground, man.
I agree.
You know?
Who cares?
You really want to
You
plug
know?
somebody who knows what they're talking about? Go watch Jordan Peterson. He knows what he's talking
Go
about.
watch Philip DeFranco.
Yeah.
I can't stand.
Philip DeFranco knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, oh, the Franco. Oh. Go watch the Young Turks. Nah, go watch Jordan Peterson if you want an opinion that you can trust. Go watch that guy. Because he's honest, and he's not biased at all. So, there's that. No matter what they say about him, he's not biased. He's really not. So,
Philip DeFranco.
Philip DeFranco.
Philip
Stand
DeFranco.
Philip DeFranco.
I hate Philip DeFranco.
I just,
Dude.
hate,
always
I just hate
have.
the way he talks.
I have never liked Philip DeFranco very much.
I don't watch him.
I don't have any like personal beef with him or anything, you know, or
I
his
do, I
content.
just
I
don't
just
like the way
don't
he speaks.
like his content.
I don't like
I
the way
think
his mouth
it's
moves when he
so
talks.
asinine.
I don't watch him. I'm very selective about people that I watch when I watch that kind of stuff.
He just talks about nothing.
Well, that's kind of what we do. Yeah.
Yeah, but like at least there's substance. At least it's like got heart. You know,
There's character. It's him. He's just reading a script. Let's be
catering, pandering,
Yeah, I
social
hate that.
pandering.
I hate that. I hate pandering.
Yeah, like, man, yeah, nah.
I hate it. I
Not
hate
for me.
pandering. I don't like pandering to anything. Did you guys hear my stomach growl?
That was your
Yeah.
stomach. That was a dog snoring.
No, that was my stomach growling.
Whoops.
Dang.
I did say I was a fat guy
Are you
earlier.
hungry? Hungry
No,
already?
I don't think I am hungry. Actually, that's the thing. I'm thinking my stomach's upset.
Probably.
Yeah,
Probably.
yeah. I did eat a lot of food today. Way too much food. I mean, I'm not like some hulking freaking mass of.
You absolute, like, 600 pounds. Yes, exactly. You Leviathan.
I'm just a hungry, hungry boy.
Hungry, hungry hippo.
I'm
more
a
like.
I'm a hungry man. A hungry man.
25
What
cents.
25 cents is all you need to see the face of God.
It's right behind that door.
That one I told you was funny, huh? That whole. Are we going to what's his name? Philip's birthday party tomorrow, sweet mommy?
Yeah, mommy,
Are you
sweet
talking about
mommy.
Canyon?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Meat Canyon.
Yeah.
Mommy, sweet mom.
Mommy. It's
Of
so
course
funny.
I knew that was a thing crouching in the corner.
In that corner
Oh,
right
yeah,
there,
I
yeah,
knew.
because you could see it.
could
It's
see
like,
it.
oh man.
There's so many things in like those videos that you just see in the background. Like there's something at least once in every video. Like you just have to be really paying attention.
Mhm.
The second it closes the door, it's up. And move it over
ready,
there. I was like,
yeah.
ah!
Yeah.
Did you show them the Peppa Pig one? The Peppa Pig one is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, the Peppa Pig.
I would like to
one.
watch the Peppa Pig one, I think.
The SpongeBob
Did
one.
you show them the original one? The one that got taken down because of the language?
Oh,
in it?
with the Bugs Bunny one?
Yes.
No, have you seen that one?
Man.
Yeah. He's like,
It's
what?
waggis.
He's grabbing. It's Bugs Bunny grabbing Elmer Fudd. He's like, what do we have here?
You got some nice man titties on you.
Yeah, he's like, he grabs him by his rear end and squeezes. And he goes, a fat little man pussy. I mean, like,
It's crazy.
it's so cringy, dude. Like,
Dude, we should go watch it.
They got
Yeah.
like
See.
Bugs Bunny is built like a pear. Like his neck is super long
Like
and then his
Chungus?
yeah.
yeah,
It's
it's ridiculous.
So stupid.
We should
Yes,
go
some
watch
nice
that.
man titties. He like slaps him, doesn't he?
Yeah. Slaps him across his tits.
Like the way it ends,
He, like,
and
flips it
everything
up.
is just, oh, yeah. Like I'm surprised that got taken down.
It got
'cause-
taken down, so like there's like a person that re-uploaded it
Mhm.
because of I don't know why it got taken down. I don't know if it was because of like how bad it was, or
It
it was
probably
just, like
got
Disney
flagged.
or something.
Probably got flagged.
Well, it'd be Warner
It'd be
Brothers.
Warner.
Or
Yeah.
Warner Brothers, yeah. Sorry, you guys surprised me.
And their sister got
He goes, that's right, harass me. Because we both jumped on that. He's like, Disney. We're like, it's Warner
It'd
Brothers.
be Warner Brothers.
Yeah, Warner
and
Brothers.
Their sister Dot.
Yeah, yeah. You know, they came back, they tried to re-release that show, like,
Yeah,
with
and
new
it's
episodes. Yeah, like, I haven't seen it, but I know it's going to be trash just because, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's a hard show to come back to. Like,
That is a.
I love the original stuff, and when I saw it was on Hulu, the original stuff, oh, man.
Animaniacs is so good.
So
The original run of Animaniacs
The
is
stuff-
so good.
The stuff they used to get away with on that show, like, and they weren't even trying to be clever about it. You know,
Not always.
it was blatant, like that song about Lake Titicaca. Lake Titicaca, which is an actual place, so they can't get in trouble for it, but then, you know, and they're just singing, oh, Lake Titicaca, oh, Lake Titicaca, and they're just saying it over and over, and they know what they're doing. You
Oh,
know what
yeah.
they're doing. You're an immature little kid who you could say poo-poo to, and you're going to crack up. And here you go, you got your favorite 3 cartoon characters sitting there saying titty and caca in one word.
Yeah, like Dot basically blatantly says that she wants to fuck Prince in one of the episodes. You know what I mean? Like she's holding Prince.
Ugh.
Yeah, like that show was not very discreet.
Mm-mm.
Not very discreet. So funny though.
You know what, I heard a neat little fan theory about that show once.
Yeah.
About Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah.
You know, because Pinky, you know.
Yeah.
I heard the theory that, you know, Pinky and the Brain, one is a genius, the other's insane, right?
Yeah.
That the entire time you're watching it, you've got it wrong. Pinky's actually the genius and Brain's the one insane.
Yeah.
It's just that Pinky is a genius, so he knows how to, you know, he knows that because Brain is crazy, he knows to make himself seem like
Opposite.
inferior to him, so Brain doesn't try to plot his demise. But if you think about it, the catchphrase, "What are we gonna do tonight, Brain?" You know, and Brain's like, "Same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world."
Yeah.
Like, that's
What's
a crazy
the definition of insanity.
the continued act of
Doing
something.
doing the same thing
Mhm.
over and over and expecting a different
And the
result.
fact that every episode, Pinky somehow accidentally always foils Brain's plans because he knows he can't let a madman take over the world
That sounds like
or a crazy
big
person
brain.
take over. Yeah, so he will accidentally foil his plans. Yeah, so like that was the fan theory that Pinky's actually the genius and Brain's crazy.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
That's a pretty good
I
one.
was like, huh, you know that.
That's
yeah,
feasible.
that one has credence to it.
Do that's feasible.
Well, I think we should sign out.
Later.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
He said, later.
yeah. Well, I'm just saying. I love how.
Dot did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Monica Lewinsky. Have you ever smoked weed? Yeah, but I didn't inhale. It's like, oh my gosh, right then and there, we shouldn't have elected that man because we should have been like, you're a liar. You lie.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Well, he shouldn't have been in office. He wasn't even the president. It was Cheney. Dick Cheney was the actual president. Don't.
No, I'm talking about Bill Clinton.
Oh, I thought we were talking about. Well, I know
No,
we
George
were-
Bush Jr. got blamed for snorting coke in college.
Oh, I know
And
we
he
were
was like,
talking
yeah.
about Bill Clinton with the Monica Lewinsky thing. I thought it was Bush that got in trouble.
No, they asked
for
Bill
smoking
Clinton. Bill
weed.
Clinton was on MTV doing like an interview with a bunch of people, you know, and he was getting asked questions and he was answering them, and one of them was like, "Have you ever smoked pot?" And he goes, "Yeah, but I didn't inhale." And they're like, "Ha ha ha," you know, and it's like, well, so we're gonna praise a guy for being a liar.
Yeah,
you know?
like I thought that was like Bush
No,
Jr.
Bush Jr. got blamed for snorting coke in college or whatever, and when it
Right.
got brought up to him, he was like, "Yeah, I did that shit." He's like, "I sure did."
Want to see me do it again?
It's so funny.
He's like, "I'm the president."
What is it? Harold and
Kumar when they go to his house and they start smoking weed with him?
Yeah, with,
Yeah.
with
Yeah, he's like, I got that big dick energy. I'm in the White House right now.
Yeah.
You darn right. I snorted coke and I'll do it again. Yeah, that man did not care.
He was not the president.
Yeah, no.
He just was the figurehead.
Technically, neither was Bill Clinton. I mean, technically.
No, yeah, he was just the figurehead as well.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, Hillary was going for a second term in 2016.
Yeah. Bill Clinton even went as far as to telling that reporter, "Lady, I'm not the one in charge."
I'm not the one in charge.
Yeah. It's like, good job. I'm so glad you all elected. I am 9 years old. Why am I catching this? Like,
Right.
I'm only 9 and I can see this guy for what he is. Like, what the heck is wrong with adults?
Right.
You know, like, fix yourself. Do better.
You know what really grinds my gears?
You know what really grinds my gears?
You, America. Fuck you.
Yeah. Oh, yes. That's that episode right there, man. All comes back. It's all a circle. It's all a circle. Oh, yeah. So we're going to sign out tonight, folks. We done. The cream is done rising. The cream has done frothed and has dissipated over the misty waters of
You're losing it.
whatever cream does.
You're losing it.
Yeah.
You're losing it.
Has dissipated. All right, so I'm Pog.
I'm Android. I'm never ready for that.
What was my name on here? Oh, I'm Tyrone. Okay.
Casturbator. Out.
Out. Oh yeah.
Don't try to be good for everyone, 'cause everyone can hurt you and get right in your soul. You become a savage on your own. No one is safe to be left alone. You divide things into black and white, and one knows how you start to cry tonight. You don't need their blessing. You don't need their treasure. Say you don't want nothing, 'cause you're not a savage. You're not a savage. Don't try to be good for everyone, 'cause everyone can hurt you and get right in your soul. You become a savage on your own. No one is safe to be left alone. You divide things into black and white, and one knows how you start to cry tonight. You don't need their blessing. You don't need their treasure. Say you don't want
music bed.